Hey guys, this is Sandra with Pt2. Thanks so much for joining me today. I missed last week because my husband had surgery. He is in recovery, and we're hoping that as he heals, he had surgery on his knee, that all the pain that he's been experiencing goes away and all of that. But I'm here today. It is my granddaughter's 3rd birthday, so I want to give a shout out to her, even though she's not old enough to probably remember or recognize this, but someday she might watch this video and hear me give her a shout out. So there. Anyway, this is what I've been working in. This is my newest journal. It's a bird themed kind of journal. If you watch my last video, we made these together. And so I don't really have a plan for today. I'm just kind of going off the cuff just because this is where I'm at. This is what I'm working on today. And I have a chance today to do a video. So I'm just going to bring you along with where I am. I did manage to print me off some bird quotes that I can use and, my ephemera as I make this journal. So we'll see where it goes. I really, like I said, don't really have an agenda. Just gonna start working in it and let's see where it takes us. So the first thing is that these we made last week or whatever, 2 weeks ago now. And then today I did get the signatures in this. This wasn't in the last time I showed this cover. I didn't have it together, didn't have the spine together. So I did all that today. And so now I'm working on starting the decorations. And how I kind of do it, I know everybody's kind of different, is, well, I've tried it both ways. I've made journals where I would make the journal, get it all together, and then just make a bunch of ephemera, and then just kind of fill it in, after the ephemera's made. But what I prefer to do is kind of make the ephemera as I go along, because it kind of, each page would inspire me. So that's kind of how I do it. Here, I'll give you a quick kind of flip through the pages that we have. This one I did upside down. Oops, but it doesn't really matter. It'll be covered and decorated for the most part. So that's kind of the look of the journal. It will have a lot of writing space in it, as all of my journals do, because that's what I'm mainly about, is more the writing journals than I am the art journal. So, all right, let's get busy. Okay, so I know already that I want this on the front page, okay? It matches kind of the theme of the cover. So I'm going to do one here, and then I'm going to do one here. Same thing. Kind of bring that back to the back of the journal and start off with this. And then what I'm going to do is make a pocket and do a side pocket. And so then we'll make some ephemera to go in there. All right, so I'm not real sure how long this this video is going to be today. Just because, like I said, I'm just kind of going off the cuff and kind of, you're along for the ride. So it's been kind of hard for me, to be honest. It's been so long since I've been in my craft room. I've been so busy. To kind of get in the groove of things today. Putting this journal together, I was like, I don't know what I want to do or how I want to do it. And usually I kind of have a vision in my head of what I want things to kind of look like. Rarely does it ever turn out like that, but I still kind of have a clue. Okay, so here I just did the glue on the 3 sides to make the pocket. I highly doubt anything that I do today is going to be like, earth-shattering change for anybody up to what, if you make journals at all, that you would normally do, but just trying to get that set in place. So I'm going to, it's cardstock. The frame around this is cardstock, so it's kind of stiff. So getting it to kind of glue down is taking a second. So yeah, today's my granddaughter's 3rd birthday. And it's so crazy, if you have kids or grandkids, how, they reach an age and you're like, how in the world are they already that age? But then the other side of things, you're like, I don't remember life before them, I can't imagine what we were like before she came along, our lives before Aurora. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside and let that continue drying. Hopefully that dries well. And we're going to work on some ephemera to go inside. Since it is bird theme, I am doing kind of a music motif in the background. So I have some cuts that are already been cut on. And what I think I'm going to do is just kind of, what's the word? Mod Podge it together. All right, so let's do that. That'll be fun. Anyway, I really need to get some stuff made and done. My poor Etsy is getting less and less on there. I'm selling stuff, but I haven't had time to make a lot, so it's getting down to the brass tacks, as they would say. And I'm just going to kind of make a masterboard out of this and kind of Mod Podge pieces together. I don't want all that white on there. I'm going to cut that down. I'm going to go ahead and cut that down too. Ooh. This music paper is very old and very brittle, so I'm trying to be careful with it. I'm just throwing it on there. It doesn't really matter as long as it goes down. I hope this finds you guys all doing well. We have finally had a little bit of cool off here. A few days of cooler weather. Not cold by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, when you've been up to 115, 90 degrees feels like heaven. So we have been thoroughly enjoying that. Actually getting to go outside and breathe a little bit of fresh air has been nice. However, the seed ticks have taken over my yard again this year, and I have had no opportunity to deal with that, so we've just kind of avoided the yard, unfortunately, and just staying on the patio. Hopefully since my husband's surgery is done, we can get him recovered fully and get back on top of some of that stuff. He seems to be healing well every day since the surgery, just progressing better and better, so that's good. All right, so I'm going to get a wipey and kind of wipe that down because it's got glue all over it. And then what I'm going to do is find me a bird. It doesn't really matter. I really like this one. The dark in him. The green. I think he's really pretty. He's called a common grackle. Never heard of such. I wonder if it's some kind of, I would assume it's some kind of blackbird, but I don't know. A grackle. That's what it says. They're 11 to 13 inches in length. It's a pretty good sized bird. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one, but I am going to cut it down a little bit because I want more of that music to show in the background. So I'm going to kind of, you know, grab the largest scissors I have to do a fussy cut because, you know, why not? I have lost my little tiny fussy cut scissors. I have a sneaking suspicion that my trash can is to the right hand side of me, and that's generally where I put those scissors. So I'm assuming you can deduct the rest of what I'm assuming happened to those scissors. But I have also done some reorganization in my craft room since the last time they were seen. So maybe they'll show up eventually. But that's yet to be seen. You know what? Those are too big. And somehow or another, I don't know what I did. There's no telling. Playing with the grandkids probably. Roughhousing. I got a bruise on my knuckle. And it's one of the knuckles that you use to put inside your scissors to cut with. That doesn't feel so good. And you're using those big old scissors like that for sure. And I'm going to go ahead and cut off the name because I don't need it for this project. When I cut these out of the book, I didn't know for sure what I was going to be using them for, so yeah. I could put the name in there. Could be cool, I guess. But then I would feel like I had to do that to every piece of ephemera that I did with every bird, and I've already started without doing that. And, you know, come on, OCDs. Right? Yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just put some glue on the back of this where I know it's going to go. Oops. Get off. I'm kind of going with the less is more theme with this journal. I don't want a whole lot. You know, on the cover I did more than I expected I was going to when I put the moss behind it. I hadn't originally planned on putting the moss on it. I'll show you in a minute if you forgot. But I got, you know, that itch right there at the end, and so I did. I put the moss on it, and then I'm like, do I want to do that? Like, go all out and put moss all throughout the book and yada yada. And I just don't think I'm gonna. I kind of just want it to be more simple of a journal. You know, the decorations, everything to be kind of simple and just nature-esque, easy, I guess. I don't know. Okay, then I'm going to cut off the excess of that. Right, and throw that away. So now we have this guy. He's looking pretty cute, right? I'm going to go ahead and kind of grunge that white up in there because, you know, that don't fit. Around the corners. granddaughter is out and about in the living room today with her parents, so if you hear her, that's... She's fine. She's quite dramatic. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and ink the corners of that. I'm probably going to have to ink it again once I put the overlayer on, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so hold on just a second. I need to get something. Normally put this over the top, but I think I'm going to do the napkin on this one just so that I don't have the double line. To kind of mute this. If you've seen my past videos, you know what I'm talking about. My current problem is that my foot's asleep, so it's hard to do anything. I've raised my table up to counter height, and I really like that because sometimes whenever I'm working, I like to stand and work. But I haven't found me a chair or a stool yet that I like. All right, let me get my Mod Podge. I just got me, just today, filled my Mod Podge bucket up. I make my own. And it was desperately low. I actually buy my glue when school comes around because it's always cheap on sale. And I buy it by the gallon. That way I have plenty because I make my own Mod Podge, and I also make my own, the other one. What's it? You know. It'll come to me. Hold on. Gesso. That's the word. I wonder if that was another layer on there, but I don't think so. This kind of looks thick, doesn't it? There it goes. Now it's doing like it's supposed to. And this one kind of gives it a crinkled look with the napkin that I like. All right? So no worries with that. No complaints. I'm going to close this because if I don't, it's going to spill everywhere. All right, I'm going to pause you for a minute while I dry this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I took my inker here and kind of grunged it up a little bit. You can see the corners. The thing about making your own Mod Podge is sometimes you, the consistency, you know, of how much glue and how much water is off. And I can always tell when it's off if it's not sticking that great. So I'm going to have to add some more glue, which is fine. But for the most part, I'm not extremely happy with that, but I'm going to go with it. I think it's going to be okay. And I'm going to distress the corners. That white again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's not that great, is he? You can't kind of really see him. He's kind of... Am I okay with that? Yeah, I think I'm going to put this one to the side. I think I'm going to try to do it the other way with the paper. Just because you can't... He looks too grungy, I think. He doesn't... His feathers and stuff, there's no detail to it. We'll try again then, okay? And we will try this paper, see if it works better. I'm just afraid because it actually doesn't fit over it like one... Like I'm going to have a line. Either here or there. But is a line going to be better than that? We're going to find out. Come along for the ride. Alright, so back to the drawing board. Starting over, we're going to cut us down some music paper. If I have enough to. Let me see. Yeah, here's some more pieces that I can use. Yay! Okay. So... Somebody recently asked me in one of my videos if I speed my videos up, and I do slightly. And the reason being is because it makes my videos shorter and easier to upload. I live out in the boondocks, and so our internet out here is not the best. And it takes a long time to upload a video, so I try to cheat wherever I can, like that, by speeding it up a little bit. But if ever you're watching my videos and they're too fast for you, you have the option in YouTube to go to the speed in the settings and change that to slow it down a little bit. But then you guys will know my true slow southern self. I'm okay with that. Truly, I am. And again, it doesn't really matter here what this looks like. This is kind of just kind of be in the background. And it's all going to be okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and use this. It's not music, but it's all good. Math. And birds and flight. It's all math. Not that I would know, because math is not my subject. I was more of a literature gal. Music and drama. Art, obviously, was more my thing. My husband, however, is a math genius. And thankfully, my kids inherited that from him. They're all very good at math. Okay, now let's find a bird that we can use again. He's a little too big, I think. I have tons of birds cut out already. That's kind of what I'm going through. That's sweet. That's a sweet little bird. You gonna use that one? I think I can use that on a smaller one, though. You're cute, too. Could do them long ways. Yeah, let's do that. That's cute. Right? Because it's going in sideways, so that'll work. All right. I'm going to pause you while I fuss cut around this because you don't need to see me do that again. Okay, so he's all cut out. Now we're going to just glue him down. I'm putting glue on him over here. I know you probably can't see over here, but I'm just gluing him down with a glue stick. Like that. Sweet little bird. So are you guys bird watchers? Let me know. I have a bird feeder right outside of my studio window where I can currently sit and watch the birds. They're very inspiring. I have a local book of Arkansas birds, a book of Arkansas birds. So whenever a new bird shows up in my feeder, I can look it up and see what kind it is, and that's always fun. Yep, that's how old I am. And I'm not apologetic for it, you know. I appreciate every year God gives me. Right? So what do we think? That's cute, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What's next? Yeah, I'm going to try to do this now. And I'm going to use a glue stick and wax instead of Mod Podge. See if that, I think that just works a little better for this. Another thing is this, the birds come out of a book that are, it's glossy. The pages are glossy, so the birds are glossy. And that Mod Podge, you know, kind of didn't want to. That's why I think that bird isn't seen very well, because the glue didn't stick right there on that. It did stick here, though, didn't it? Here. Get rid of that. Get it down good. Sorry for the shaking of the table. I'm going to try not to double that line. Get it as close as possible so that it's pretty seamless. Maybe. I don't know. Is it going to be the end of the world if there's a little line in the middle of that? I don't know. Fixing to find out, though, aren't we? Cha-cha. All right. I'm going to cut off the excess. Woo. Throw it around. Yeah, no, you can't see that bird at all now, can you? All right, I'm going to do my wax treatment with the hot gun, and so that's going to be loud and obnoxious, so I'm going to pause you again. Sorry. Okay, so that's that. Now let's look and see. Which one do we like better? Well, it's kind of a toss-up, isn't it? I like the grungy texture of this one, but I like the fact that you can see the texture of the bird a little better. So I guess it really just depends on which one you prefer. But there you go. All right, so I'm going to ink the corners on this one. Like that. And then I'm going to put me a quote on there. I printed these quotes off on sticker paper, transparent sticker paper. So that way it's just not nothing major. It's just kind of blend in. Let's use May My Heart Always Be Open to Little Birds Who Are the Secrets of Living by E. Cummings. I like that one for this one. So, where's my little scissors? There they are. I'm just going to cut that out. Seems like this is taking forever, but of course I've done 2 of them, so that's why. Or should I do it there? Let me do it there. Let's see, it's going to be see-through. Although I think you're going to be able to see it better on the bird. So we'll do it there. I think that's crooked, but I'm crooked. Okay. And I'm going to just make sure that's stuck really well. Like that. And I think I'm going to put a tab because it's going to be in this pocket that we did already. That way it can be easily pulled out. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like it. Shall I do a black tab? Probably. Let's see if I have some made up. Hold on. Gotta find where I haven't been in my craft room enough lately. I forgot where everything is. I don't think I have any black tabs. Honestly. I don't. The brown one. I don't have any made out of music notes, so that was kind of music. Nah. Too thin a material. I could do brown. What do we think? Yeah, I like brown, okay. Let me distress it in black, though. And yes, I am getting ink all over my fingers because that's just the way we roll. All right. Glue that baby. I'm thinking right in the center. Sweet little bird. Yeah, that's cute. However, now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and, because, you know, it just doesn't feel done to me until there's black ink around something. It's my period. My punctuation. All right, let that dry. So what do you think? I don't think that's going to stick because of the wax. I may have to use a different kind of glue. See, it's got the line there, but it isn't horrible, right? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Did you like this one better? And you know what? We'll go ahead and finish the other one just so we can have a true comparison. Okay? I'll use it somewhere. I may not be right here right now, but I'll use this somewhere. Later in the journal, maybe. Okay? So let me find another tab for it. Easier said than done, I'm afraid. Looks like I'm going to have to take some time to make me some tabs. Yep. Okay, I'm going to pause you. I'm going to get out my stuff and die cut me some tabs. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back to the mess. Here is a tab. I think I'm going to do him on top. That. But first we need to find a quote to go on this. I am concerned about the quote not being able to be seen on this. So I'm thinking maybe I tried this earlier to see what that looks like. I don't really like that though. So here's what we're going to do. I also printed this off on just plain paper. So I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find. I'm going to do this one. Quote. I know I'm overthinking things. But you know, that's what we do, don't we? But there are ours to overthink. I have that right. I want it to be the way I want it, so maybe I do overthink it. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. All right, so I need to crunch this up. Or do I want to put it on black paper? Oh, the questions. My desk is a disaster. To be completely honest, I have been so busy that my poor studio kind of became the place where things went to die. Does that make sense? You guys feel me out there? I'm sure you do. You're my people. You understand. And like, to get everything out of the rest of the house, we had, my daughter came in for a visit from Alaska, and, sorry, I need a drink. And, so to make room for her, you know, things had to be shuffled and rearranged, and, so room had to be made. And needless to say, things had to be put in my craft room, in my studio, and when that happened, then, of course, it just got piled. And I am normally not, I don't like messes like that. Not that I'm a super organized person, I just don't like a lot of clutter. I'm not a super organized person. I've lived in a hoarded house as a child, and it makes me very uncomfortable. In fact, that's kind of, I do that purging, you know, when things start getting too piled around my house, if I feel claustrophobic about stuff, too much stuff, I just go through and start chunking. I mean, every once in a while I convince myself to keep it, take it to a secondhand place if it's worth anything, but most times it's just like, this is trash, I don't need it, nobody else in the world needs it, let's get rid of it. Recycle kind of thing. How about y'all? Do you like that? I know I've seen some of you guys' craft rooms. You don't mind junk pile. Of course, compared to the rest of my house, my studio is also pretty trashed, because I'm pretty minimalist in the rest of my house. I don't, except for my walls. It's so weird. I love, love, love old artwork and photos and stuff. So I have galleries, especially in my living room. It's like really just a big gallery of art and pictures and stuff that my husband and I have picked up different places. Okay, so what do we think about that? Should I put it up here? No, because that's where the... See, I think I'm just going to leave it simple, like I said, like I originally said. And then just put a... Yeah, that's how I like it. I don't want the black background. I tried it. I was against it. I do think I will outline this in black, though, to have it pop a little better. Right? Probably won't either way on camera, but to the naked eye, it will. And that's what really counts. I like it right there. Yes. Okay. And then we'll glue this bad boy on. Like that. What do we think? It's not so bad. Which one do you like better? Do you like the first one we did, A, with black tab, or B? I really don't know. I like the grungy look of this, but I do like the fact that you can see the bird better in this one. So you know what? They're both a win to me. But you let me know which ones you like better. All right. So this is down. This is dry. I may end up putting some staples in that. While I still got that open would be a good idea. That would be a good idea. I have a pocket on the next page. This is going to be a pocket, but I haven't glued it yet. So I'm thinking that while this is still like this, I can go ahead and run some staples down here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Cha-cha. That. Not going to fit all the way, is it? Maybe this way. No! Not going to work. I need one of those big bite staplers. It's what I need, honestly. Proof right there that I do. Show my husband this video. Proof that I need that stapler in my business. Just kidding. I'm spoiled rotten. I can get whatever I want. I don't need proof. I just say I want it. He'll get it for me. So there's that. I will put a eyelet there maybe. Do I want to start that? I have a tendency to go eyelet happy. Whenever I put an eyelet in something, I feel like everything has to have eyelets in it. But I do like them. I just think they add something. And then, you know, it could be used to dangle something. Okay, fine. You convinced me. I don't know what I would dangle off of there, but we'll find something. Right? That's what we do as journalers. We just keep adding and adding and adding. That's why we have fat journals. You know I'm right. See, it just looks better, doesn't it? And just a blank tab. I guess I could have stamped some words on there. That could have been a good idea too, but too late now. See? That's cute. No regrets. Okay, that page is done. Look at us. We finished a page in 5 hours. I'm not kidding. That's about how long I've been working on this journal today. Okay, so we could do this right here, right? Just put that guy right there. I mean, what's wrong with that idea? I do think I want a bird here, or quote. Bird or quote. Let's see what kind of stickers I have. Bird-wise. Probably not very many. Oh, I have a few. It's a disaster. Yikes. There's a couple. Not enough to do a whole journal with, though. What if I have any birds over here? I guess I could do floral, too. Leaves. They're all birdish, right? Bird has to have leaves. Trees. What do I want right there? What? I glued that there. How about I find me a little bird to go there? What's wrong with that idea? Well, I do know one thing wrong with that idea. I could do a little hummingbird. Oh, y'all, I love hummingbirds. They're just the sweetest things to me. But of course, I'd have to do it grungy. I couldn't leave it that bright. It clashes. Shall we? I could do this guy. He's kind of cute. Yeah, I like him. All right, let's do it. Let's hurry it up. We ain't got all day. Or do we? Go ahead and glue this down. You probably can't see a thing I'm doing, can you? Just glue that down. Wiping off the excess so my pages don't glue together. And then I'm going to slightly fussy cut this a little better. Not extremely, but at least around his head. And his beak. Maybe a little more back here. You know, OCDs. Well, I don't really apologize for being perfectionist at some things, because somebody's going to buy this journal, and I want them to love it, right? It could last for generations. I'm going to cut that off, because I don't need it. I do want his tail. I'm all of a bird. All right, I'm going for it. Doesn't matter. I can just trim this down. Cute little bird. All right, my goodness, I've got a mess. Which ends up, I don't know. Where's my glue cap? I don't know. Why do I have all this trash? I don't know. Give me a second. Gotta find myself again. Ink's over here drying out. You guys didn't even tell me. Thought you were my friends. Okay. For a minute. Put that back up there where it goes. See, it's feeling better already, right? Scooch all that. Just scooch it. Just scooch it up there. Put these over here because that way I'll know where they're at. Sure, I will. Okay. So there's that. Now we've got to grunge it up. Right. Oh, get rid of that stark white. And then, that's good. My dogs are barking at something. Oh, man. Okay, then we'll go this way. I don't have a line. It's gonna have a line. But just what I have to deal with right now. I could do the napkin thing again. It's bigger. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do this. I like this look better. I've decided. The wax. Not the easiest thing to do while it's in the book, but you know what? Just be smarter. It's not complicated. It's gonna be okay. My smooshy tool. Make sure it's getting down everywhere. Don't want no air bubbles. Turn it over. Trim that sucker down. Trim that better because I missed that spot. Yeah, like that. And then like that. If that line bothers you, don't do what I do. That's my only advice, you know? Hold on, I know I'm off camera, but I need to hold this kind of over the edge of the table for a second to cut that off so that we have voila. Okay, I'm going to wax it. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is several hours later. Not sure what happened, but I had filmed the end of this video, and for whatever reason, I guess I didn't, because it was not there. And so anyway, I waxed this. This was, you know, where we were at. So that is all ready and good, and I like how that turned out just fine. It's a pocket. I cut that down a little bit more because it was kind of rolling into that whenever you'd shut it, and it kind of curl up. So anyway, there's that one that we made that will go in there for now. And this is this pocket that we did. So there's that. I do think I'm going to put an eyelet in this too, because like I said, I go eyelet happy. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Yeah, I have no idea what happened at the end of that video. So the lighting and everything's probably way different. But it is what it is. My dog trying to break in again. All right, and then an eyelet. Yeah. All right. The world's longest video. Maybe not to you, but it has been an all-day adventure to make this video. You know, and sometimes they're just that way, and that's okay. That's part of the game. We do what we can do. All right, so that's what we did. 2 pages today. We did this one. Again, the bird. And then the second page, the pocket. The bird. So anyway, be watching for more videos from this journal. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless. Bye.